Hey, hi everyone, this is Vidya here from Bhagya Technology. Okay, so I guess I'm audible clearly to each one of you, right? And sorry for yesterday, the session it just ended abruptly. So I'm sorry for that. There was some technical issue. Okay, so we have reviewed some of the test cases. For some people, we have to review. So let me just open my mail so that I can check it. So the last that we checked yesterday was for Kavita. Yours were the last that we have done yesterday. Am I correct? Kavita Sam, right? Kavita, just type yes or no in the chat box. Like I'm done with you, right? With your test cases. So I can start then for Tasneem. Okay, let me see is Tasneem there. Okay, I can't see Tasneem over here. So when she'll come, then we can review her test cases. I move ahead with then Pachai. Okay, so here your test cases are Pachai. Okay, before starting with that, I guess Kathy has something to say. Hey, Kathy.
Hi. I wanted to know whether or not you got my test cases because I had a problem emailing them to you on last night.
Yesterday night, right? So after Pachai, I would be doing your test cases, the review of your test cases. Okay?
Oh, I can't hear you.
Since I got Pachai's test cases first, so I'm just taking it sequence wise in the way that I have got. Okay. So the first test case says that to test the login page section um, not the section actually, to test the login page. So you're actually testing the functionality of login button under that login page, right, Pachai? So to test the functionality of login button in the login page or in the login panel, okay? Then the precondition is valid user ID and password. No, Pachai. See, I told you that the precondition would be the things for which, like, up till which you should be ready, okay, before starting the steps. So if I have to check the login button okay, of the login page. So I should be ready with the application in front of me. Okay, and I should be able to see the login page. It is opened. Correct? This won't be the prerequisite or the precondition. Are you able to get what I'm trying to say? That the precondition should be the application is up and running, okay, and the login page is opened on the login page of Orange HRM. You can write it in this way also. Okay, so this would be my prerequisite. Okay, then after that, okay, so in the steps you are writing that open the Orange, that is Orange HRM, okay, not HRL. So open the Orange HRM management application, enter valid user ID in the user ID field, enter valid password in the password field, and then click on the login menu. Okay, so you are writing it over here in the steps. Then the precondition should be blank in that case. If you're writing it over here that you're in the steps that you should open the Orange HRM. Okay, so in that case it should be blank. Okay, Pachi? Then in the test data you will have to give that if you have to open, see the first step is you need to open the Orange HRM, or the tester who is executing the test cases, he need to first open the Orange HRM application. So for opening that Orange HRM application, what is the URL? So okay, then after that what should be in the user ID? Okay, what is the valid user ID that you are giving? Then what is the valid password that you are giving? Okay, so you'll have to write down in the test data. Clear? Login page should appear, then the user ID. See, yeah, this is okay, but as I told you that try to avoid this word is and all. Okay, you should use the word should. User ID should be displayed. The password should be displayed in the encrypted format. Yes, that's a good point, that it should be displayed in the encrypted format. It should be displayed in the encrypted format. Then the user should be again, okay, should be able to successfully log into the My Info page. Okay, Pachi? Okay, let me check one more. Okay, so you are testing for the personal details. Then to test the personal details section, see again over here you will have to change the prerequisite, right? See, the reason I told you that you should use this prerequisite column or the precondition column over here, okay. See, you are again writing it from the very starting that you should open the HRL, sorry, again, I'm also saying it in the incorrect way. That is the HRM. Okay, you should open this page, and then after that you have to write down the ID in the user ID field, then the password, then click on the login button. Means what I'm trying to say is you have to start from the very beginning. Okay, right from the address bar. You have to give the address and then log in into the page and then come to the personal details section to check it. Okay, so what could be done over here? For this, we should have discarded these things. Okay. In spite of this, what should be written over here is user is successfully logged in. If you are checking like for admin or ESS, so suppose say you are checking for admin, so you should have written over here as admin is successfully logged in. Okay, and if you are checking for the ESS user point of view, then you should have written it as ESS user. Then the admin is successfully logged into the application. Okay, and the personal details form is opened. So if I'm writing this thing over here in the prerequisite, then I don't have to write it from the very starting, all the steps. So I could like reduce the number of steps and the redundancy also. Okay. Okay, Pache. Okay, so what you are trying to test over here is your steps are the personal details are highlighted in the left side. Okay. Personal details are highlighted. Oh, that link is present over there, right? This is what you're trying to say from this step. Yes, Pachai, are you trying to say that the personal details link is present on the left hand side? Yes, but we are not checking for that, right? Because see, if you're checking for that thing, then this is a different test case. But over here, I can see that you're also verifying the other fields, that whether these fields are editable or not. Okay, so these two things that you can't check two things in a single test case. Okay, there should be two different test cases for that. Okay. So this should not be here if you are checking for the field's editability. Okay, then after that you're checking that whether these fields are, all these fields are in the editable mode. So what is happening over here? All the mentioned fields are in the editable mode, Pache. In the last class only I told you that there should be or there would be an edit button present, right? So until and unless you are not clicking onto that edit button, the fields won't be converting into the editable mode. Okay, so over here your expected should be that these fields are not in the editable mode. Achai, are you able to get me? See, this is the thing that I told you in the last class, that this is the defect in the SRS. So explicitly I am explaining it to you. So you'll have to change this thing, right? But I guess you have submitted this thing yesterday only. So might be this is the reason that you are not able to change it. Okay. See, if you are testing the personal details section, so if you're checking the editability of the fields, so I told you that the fields won't be in the editable mode until and unless you have clicked onto the edit button which is present over there. Okay, let me again show you the SRS. Let me open it. Okay, so here it is. See, yesterday only I told you that this save button won't be present over there once you are getting onto the personal details form initially when you are there. Okay, initially the button which would be present over here would be the edit button. Okay, and once you are clicking onto the edit button, then only these fields would be in the editable mode. Okay, and as I told you that the edit button would be present, so once you are clicking onto that, it will automatically get converted into the save button. Why? The reason is very simple. Since after editing, you would the user the admin or the ESS user will try to edit the things, and then after doing the additions onto that, he will try to save it. So now there is no need of edit button. So therefore the button has converted into the save functionality, like the save button. It would now perform as the save button. Okay. Okay, Pachi. Okay, so then after that you are checking for the save functionality. So enter the valid information in the editable fields and click on the save button. Okay, this is okay, but you need to enter click on the first name field and enter the data. Okay, then click. These all should be the steps. We can't just write it in the generalized form that enter the valid information in all the editable fields. No, you have to explicitly go and write for each and every in each and every step you need to write it over there that enter the data in first name text box. Okay, then after that enter the data in the middle name text box and so on. Okay, what all are the edible fields over here? Okay, and then the last step would be click on the save button. So then we expect that it should save the things. Okay, and over here also in the test data you need to give what all data you must be entering or the user the tester must be entering. Okay, Pachai. So I guess you are now in the position to understand what I'm trying to say, right? Pachai, now can you do the modifications? Okay. And most probably by tomorrow afternoon, I would also be sending you a list of some 5-10 test cases, okay, so that you can get a much clear idea about the things.